This will definitely be my last video for this batch. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow to add to the batch, but maybe I should start a new series called Rapid Fire Fascism, because basically what a lot of right wing ideologues, and let's be clear, this dude is a right wing black conservative ideologue, will do is make points about, because it'll be somebody that's not politically informed or somebody that's not even really serious about the political or social implications of what they're saying, and they'll go over their video and say like, see, look, see, look, this is what women think, or this is what black people think, or this is what leftists and feminists think, this is what union stewards think and shit like that. They will literally watch somebody just like upset, somebody be like, this is some bullshit, we don't deserve this, or I got a mind to fuck this person up, and then they'll be like, whoa, look at this guy, he's advocating for political violence. And you got to be careful with people like this, because it's so rapid fire that a lot of young men are just listening to this guy and agreeing with him and not really taking the time to think about the socio-economic implications of the things that this guy is saying.
No, me first. I'm like super attracted to like.
Without further ado.
So
Every video,
I'm
man.
32 years old. I'm not married. I don't have any children, but I have a list of reasons as to why I think I'm not married and why I don't have any children. And I'm dressed real cute today because I have a date, which I have to remember these lists of shit.
Let's get into it.
I don't got no man first. I'm like super attracted to like a type of dude, borderline on the lines of kind of being a little throw. I also have a sneaker collection, but I kind of want to date a certain type of dude, but I'm always dressed like a hood ass bitch. I'm also from Chicago, which means that my attitude ain't always like the greatest, and my mouth is just like a little too slick. I don't know how to chill. I ain't just met my husband yet to teach me how to chill.
Okay, so you're 32 years old. You've identified as you got some issues. The first thing that you said is you're looking for a certain type of dude. Obviously, what that certain type of dude is probably a six-figure dude and more. But you say you dress.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck did you talking about? When did she say that? You okay? Did you hear this woman say anything about six figures? I would admit her accent is kind of heavy, but like, what are you talking about? I don't remember her saying that. Why are you stereotyping her? This is like kind of racist. Just because a black woman said, a few things about her wanting a certain type of man, that means that she's fucking gold digging. You okay? Like, racism is a thing, right? Are you still on the same page as that?
It's like a hood ass. So change the way that you dress. Invest into dressing.
She's saying that she's not feminine, and the way that she really wants to be and stuff, and she's carrying a personification the way she does because she doesn't feel comfortable being or safe without a certain type of man in her life. And I'm not gonna say that you should rely your personality and the things you do and the way you carry yourself on somebody, but that's all she's basically saying, is that I think at the end of the day it was kind of innocent, even though she is kind of coming off on the rougher side. She just wants a man that makes her feel feminine, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Like an adult. Invest into dressing more as the guy that you would want. And this whole you ain't met your husband yet to curtail your mouth, you're backwards
How you supposed to know that?
thinking. I
Ain't
just
that a bitch? You calling somebody backwards thinking when you think women shouldn't even have an opinion about the type of men that they want to date? It's a TikTok video, and you making a, what is this, a 19, well, I know this is gonna be more videos, but you making like a 5-minute socio-political analysis on a quick video of a woman saying that she want just a certain type of man. And not even just that, talking about some backwards. You think that she should just be quiet and just wait for a man to come to her, and then whatever man approaches her, she just gotta take because that's what tradition is. Get the fuck on, man.
get so confused when I hear these modern day women that are looking for men to heal them, that are looking for men to fix them, right? Like it's not his
It's
job.
because black women need healing. It's a lot of niggas out here. It's N-word, but it's a lot of black men out here that think that women are supposed to heal them too, like you. I imagine you the type of motherfucker that's probably been through some rough relationships, or you know some of the men in your audience have, or even mine, and you expect a woman just to pick up and do everything for you instead of you taking responsibility to go to therapy or just understand some things are the way that they are, or try to understand the social, political, and economic reasons why things are the way that they are. But you don't want to do that. You want some black woman to be a fucking barefoot pregnant housemaid for you, which is very unlikely in today's world.
Job to fix the way that you talk to people. That's your job. And until you do that, then you're not going to find that higher echelon of dude, because those are the
Maybe she is trying to fix it.
dudes, at the end of the day, ain't dealing with the bullshit. You have to go get yourself a below average earning man for someone to be dealing with.
Like you.
That type of mouth.
When I'm out with my girls, I have these. This is 3 different rings. One was from a previous, 2 of them was from a previous engagement, and the other one was, yeah. I don't want people trying to talk to me. I literally put a ring on. Anywho, I have a date today, and I'm not gonna wear any of my rings because
you didn't give them back.
Husband or whatever, and I don't want.
Don't have to.
I'm like, oh,
I will say that's kind of fucked up. You should have gave them back though. Come on, them rings, like the engagement rings, be costing like hundreds to thousands of dollars. If somebody give you an engagement ring and they call it off, you should get a ring back. I mean, it's just proper etiquette as a person. Cause that person just poured a lot of money into buying those 2 rings, and they should be able to get it back. They can take it to the pawn shop or sell it, or you know, keep it to give it to the next woman or whatever. Like, you know, that is somebody. I'm not gonna say it's his property per se, but somebody spent their money on something and it didn't work out, something that valuable or some shit, and your name is not even written on like the receipt. You should just kind of give it back. That's kind of fucked up.
She had a man, so I know she gonna cheat on me. No, boo, I'm really trying to love you, so bring your ass on over here.
Be honest with
Yeah, and she gets the rings and then she keeps them, right? Like, oh my God, red flag! red flag! Run! Run! And it's so crazy too that we have.
And then you can also have the situations where the niggas didn't come get them, or you could have the situations where the men fucked up and they didn't ask for the rings back. Because we don't entirely know about the situation that she was in. We just all just thinking here. And we don't need to always assume that it's the woman fucking up. What if all 3 of those guys cheated on her? Which would be fucked up that she kept picking badly. But it's more their responsibility for being pieces of shit. Or they were like physically abusive or something. And she just kept the rings. See, like, you cannot be making these assumptions that, oh, she's just keeping the rings because she's a black woman trying to, like, you know, take money or like personal valuable objects or some shit.
A culture where like they'll just put up their inadequacies online. Like, God damn, mama, like if I see some shit like that, if I'm like seriously talking to a girl and I'm walking to her crib and she's got all of these engagement rings up on her, you think I'm still going to continue to take you seriously? I'm like, oh.
What's wrong, nigga? You going through her drawers? You going through her drawers? What you going through her drawers for? That's your first day at her house. You going through her drawers? You looking for rings and shit? You looking in her jewelry drawer? What the fuck are you doing? How would you even know? I'm sure if it's your first time visiting, she wouldn't leave something that valuable out in the open. Not to mention the fact it's not your concern. It's either you love somebody and you're interested in pursuing a future with them, or you're not. And seeing some goddamn rings shouldn't make a difference.
This is a business for her. This is a.
You noticed how she still got the rings and they not in a pawn shop or didn't sell them? So what the fuck are you talking about? This is a business.
This is a ring pilfering business that she has created.
By just having the fucking rings?
She's an entrepreneur.
Not to mention the fact that the guys could have fucked up and just let her keep the ring because she didn't want to see him anymore.
She. Wow.
Jesus, man. Yeah, you stupid as hell. Wow. It's hard being that stupid.
Is that legal? Get y'all rings back. Take them to court. You spending thousands of dollars for them to steal from you. Yo, y'all are,
But you don't know the situation.
What is the real reason why you're single right now?
An internship is when you stay with a company for a couple months to a year for experience. A career is when you stay with a company for almost the rest of your life. I'm not looking for an internship. I'm looking for a career.
I'm not looking for an internship. I am looking for a career. Okay.
That's it. She just said a good thing. I'll sort of go. I'll drag you out this screen. And I'm not saying people that are like non-monogamous or bad people or something like that. She said that she's looking for a long-term relationship. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Whatever.
Looking for a career is gonna be harder.
Wait a minute. It's whatever now? She's saying something really fucking hyper-traditional and chauvinistic, and now it's like, okay. You can't even give her a positive compliment? I even did it. And you can't? It would hurt that bad to say a woman is right about something, even when they're kind of agreeing with your worldview about how things should work?
Fine, and that will take some time.
Yeah, but how many internships are you signing up for?
Do it fucking matter? It doesn't matter. Everybody sees tons of people over the years until they find the right fucking person. Some people don't get married until they like in their 40s or some shit like that. So what the fuck is you on, bro? People don't get married out of high school anymore. Deal with it. Not to mention, women have more economic and political power and independence socially. So they don't have to fucking jump in relationships with abusive pieces of shit. And they can explore and broaden their horizons more. So like, dude, you need help.
It's gonna take some time, but you signing up for all these goddamn internships.
It just take time. Men do it too. Every race does it. That woman was Asian. It takes time to find the right partner. It's people that's literally been with 10, 15 people or more, 20, 30 fucking people. It's people that, done sex work and shit and get married when they're 30, 40, and 50. So like this bullshit you talking about, when it's gonna be like the last test drive or the last internship, it's just bullshit. And then it's not always the woman's fault when people break up. Women get cheated on. Women get physically abused. Women get shit stolen from them. Women get lied to and put in bad situations with weird people. Some people come out to be narcissistic and abusive and fucking batterers. So they have to leave those relationships before it's too late. Or they simply just find somebody that's better. It happens, man.
Just by the time that you get to the company of your choice, and they're like, damn, look at all these other companies that done used and abused you.
This is a dumbass argument, bro, about with somebody that has no analysis about capitalism. What the fuck is you talking about? These jobs don't give a fuck about how many jobs you previously worked. In fact, having previous work experience is a good fucking thing. So this analogy you're strong-arming like a fucking caveman does not exist and does not fucking work. Companies want people that have more work experience and shit. If I quit my job or lost it and went to Chrysler and told them about all my previous employments and shit, this job's and the ones before it, you think Chrysler is going to be like oh, fuck this guy. You see, he worked all these other jobs? No, they're going to be like oh, this guy has work experience. And the same can go for relationship experience.
I don't want you in my ranks like that. I want the spry, young, beautiful young ones. All right.
What about somebody that don't know how to use a tape measure? What if somebody is like 40 years old, they was a carpenter, they know how to do measurements and shit, and they need them to help set up like stuff at this factory, right? And then you got this 19-year-old that can't even read a tape measure. Which one you think is a better option? Just saying.
To come into the front door and give me their purity, all right? Be molded into the most fantastic of employees. That would be a firm fit for my organization.
What about if would you think that a company would rather train like an excavator operator or a hollow driver, or have one that's about 30, 40, or 50 years old that already know how to operate like bulldozers, forklifts and excavators and shit, or drive trucks and whatnot? Or do you think they want to waste time, money, and resources retraining somebody? What do you think? And it's like even further more, this just popped in my head. Like, this is the sociological analysis and labor analysis of somebody that's never worked for a living. I don't know how long he's been doing this YouTube grift shit where he tries to sell, neo-fascism and chauvinism to, disaffected men, especially disaffected black men. But, like, this dude has never worked a day in his life. Otherwise, he would know that.
Not this beaten and disheveled former thing of glory. Get up out of here. You're used and abused. Reasons why I don't have a man. I'm not good at talking.
By the way, women's vaginas do not physically wear out. That's a bad stereotype placed on women that has no scientific backing that a vagina gets looser over time. It's just not a thing that happens.
You can't dance. I have confidence issues. I'm 5'7".
She's white. What do you want to do?
And most of them what? And most of them don't like that? You have no idea of...
Dude, it's a playful TikTok video. Don't take it so seriously.
Anything that you're talking about,
She didn't even make no political statements or anything. She's just fucking around.
What do you mean guys don't like girls that are 5'7"? Doesn't even make sense.
Next.
Did you know that one man...
Did you look at that? Damn. Some capitalism. See? And it's like, usually I don't pause on ads and shit like that or let ads play. But this is what I'm talking about. This guy does not give a fuck about solving any problems and stuff like that or making the world a better place to live. The only thing this guy cares about is selling, these products right here or having more disaffected people come to his channel. And instead of giving them actual solutions to the problems in society or attacking things like, traditional gender roles, capitalism, and white supremacy, he just shits on women. So he can get these dumbass advertisements in the middle of his videos. Or more subscribers and shit so he can get more out of the monetization on YouTube.
You've done nothing wrong and
That's
he's crazy. Would you not fight my corner?
No,
What would you do if my ex was after you?
you can have you.
Then have me.
I'm not fighting, no.
Don't think I'm
Not
gonna
over a
fight.
girl.
That's good to know that you're not
shouldn't.
that childish to fight over situations.
Very childish.
But what if I had done nothing wrong, you'd done nothing wrong and he
That's
was crazy? Would you
No.
not fight my corner?
No, because now my peace of mind is at cost.
For those unaware, I believe this show...
we got a double situation. Cause you could have a dude trying to fight you for no reason, or you could have a woman that's being stalked. If your woman is being stalked, even if it's by her ex-boyfriend, I feel like you have some sort of responsibility to step up and help her. Because she's talking about stalking and harassment, not just generically fighting over a woman in this situation. And I say if you knock somebody the fuck out for being a stalker, that's a grade A in my book.
It was like one of those internet dating shows where they just ask like all of these random questions of people that don't know each other, and then they try to qualify each other for dating, whatever. Okay. Now, far too often, I think women will qualify men based off of, their toughness, their brawn, when it comes to like the fairy tale in their mind.
You don't got none of that. I know it hurts, doesn't it?
Being the knight in shining honor. And here's the thing is that if it's not a self-defense situation where my life is on the line, your life's on the line, you're in my presence, and if it's someone who's an active aggressor.
She was talking about an active aggressive stalker. She was talking about a stalker when she rephrased the question again.
And if you can be proactive in stopping this shit from happening, then you call the authorities within that, okay? I pay way too much tax money not to utilize these.
Maybe I'm like, maybe he's getting, is it because I'm getting sleepier or is he getting stupider? Because the police are not going to be there to immediately do something every time some guy is stalking or harassing a woman. Sure, she can make a police report about it, but it's sometimes until he actually commits a crime, the police won't really do shit or take it seriously. Because tons of women, and then it's like, don't even get me into that argument, like about the whole feminism about women not being believed thing, which is the believe all women, part of the Me Too movement stuff, is because sometimes women will report their stalking or harassment to the police, and the police won't believe them. And then that woman winds up dead or kidnapped or, raped or something else. And that shit really happens. And that's why we have like the Me Too movement, still running today till 2022, is because the women will report people that are stalking them and the police won't do anything about it. That's a real
people
thing.
That are put in place to proactively solve situations in and around this. So to a degree, I understand what you're saying from like a self-defense, life's on the line perspective.
And I would take it
that.
even further.
However,
it's been times where women, especially black women, have killed somebody that kidnapped or abused them in some way or another, and they go to jail, prison, 10, 15 years for it, for murder. So like, this nonsense you're talking about, women are not being proactive and calling the police or defending themselves and stuff like that. It happens. Women do defend themselves. Women do call the police, but it's often at a time throughout history where the police will side against the woman instead of siding against the perpetrator.
Believe that smart men today are looking at you and judging you by your previous actions. Why did you select somebody in the past that had the capabilities to be able to do some crazy ass shit?
How you supposed to know? Men get stalked too. Just because you meet somebody and in the first couple of months to a year of dating everything is all smooth, don't mean shit can't break down and then you can block their numbers. Because with technology nowadays, stalking is especially easy. You can literally pretend to be somebody else and shit. And she's sharing like she on a Snapchat story, she's like at a party or going into her apartment or something like that. The next thing you know, this dude's pulled up outside with a gun or something like that, saying get in the car. So like this stuff about like women not being proactive or stuff, it's just like trying to blame women for their own assaults and like oppression. It's just tasteless.
As that. So I get him to his degree because my piece is disturbed that it's not even just a piece of that situation, but it's also thinking about how you make decisions regarding the men that you allow.
This is your one time to man up and you decide to blame it on a woman instead of the nigga that's stalking her. It's somebody stalking her. Blame the stalker, not the fucking woman. No matter what the woman did or who she picked or any of that other shit, doesn't give this guy the right to fucking stalk her.
In your life. Let's move on.
Please.
I don't have a man in my life.
Excuse me? Zodiac Best Friends, Part 7. Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
Taking this seriously.
Can you please do Cancer and Sagittarius?
You can't trust them.
Nigga, the reason you don't have a man, you can't find one.
No, the reason you don't have a man is because
it's a comedy skit, bro. Come on, man. It's a comedy skit. You're making fun of a comedy skit? You're taking like a political analysis out of a fucking 30-second TikTok? And it's literally, that was to be funny. That wasn't serious. Now what you gonna say? Is she a whore for making TikTok videos or something? Or is like, are you gonna like be funny for once and say, oh, maybe it's because you're not funny, haha, and just laugh it off real quick? Please be that.
You use your astrological sign as a way to make decisions regarding the men that are in and around your life. I met this young lady the other day.
It's a quick TikTok video. It's not a 10-minute analysis about who she should be dating based on like star charts or some shit like that. I'm sure she don't take that shit too seriously. You're the one taking it seriously. You're the one on here making a fool out of yourself and making a fool out of me for going over this shit.
Corporate, educated, so forth, very successful within her life. Her first question towards me was, what's your sign? And the first thing I thought to myself, and she began to tell me all of the difference, the moon rising and the sun sinking and how the different...
Dude, I want you to keep in mind all the women that had to listen to conversations about wrestling or skateboarding or basketball or football or car parts or factory work or machines and toys and video games and computers and stuff about carpeting and a bevy of shit that they are not familiar with and don't understand, just to try to find a partner in life. So this woman talking to you about something she is passionate about is not a bad thing. She just care about a lot about zodiac signs. There's a lot of men out there that do it. It don't make somebody a bad person.
Whatever. First thing I'm thinking to myself is, goddamn, you are way too old. I believe she was like 35 plus to be judging how people think, feel, and act based off of all of this made up bullshit. But it is what it is, though. Guys, listen, if you were trying to talk to a young lady and she has her goddamn astrological sign in her Instagram profile or some shit like that, or her Tinder, whatever dating profile, immediately no.
This dude that had you beating your meat the rest of your fucking life. Do not listen to that. If a woman has something about her zodiac sign in her fucking bio, message her anyway. If she likes something you like, whether it's like yoga, basketball, volleyball, cars, a certain music genre, and she just has like Gemini or Scorpio or Pisces in her fucking bio, just message her. Don't listen to this stupid fuck because it might not even come up.
She don't make good decisions. Guys, listen to me.
You go from somebody putting in a bio that they a Leo to them not making good decisions. Well, you do you, man.
You gotta start disqualifying, not the cheeks, right? But disqualifying for relationship potential. They got shit like their goddamn astrological sign firmly planted.
Not to mention the fact you should be focused on befriending people before looking at women as relationship material, because you need to actually grow to get to know somebody and not just automatically out of nowhere just be thinking about being in a relationship with somebody after 1 or 2 dates.
Within their online profile at IG, it's either that they're so far in delusion that they actually think that that shit is real, or they're just a loser that doesn't have anything else of more importance within their life to demonstrate who they are from a bio perspective.
You just describe why you make these videos trying to shit on women all the time and keeping your audience members single so they have to keep coming back to this bullshit.
Well, let's go on. Here we go.
When should I remind you? Every damn day.
Hi, modern woman.
Deal with it, bitch. Like I don't like this argument because, okay, like me, I'm single right now and I do want a girlfriend. I want a girlfriend / future wife. I don't want somebody that's fucking on their fucking knees begging me and completely relying on me for everything. Women should have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness just like any man. If a woman wants to make a lot of money, whether she's fucking working at a corporate office or stripping, doing sex work, or, garbage collecting or whatever the fuck they want to do, go to college, they got the full right to do it. See, the problem with people like this is he's mad because when things got more balanced out after the 1960s and 70s, people like this don't have anything to offer except for money and sex and a house to live in. And women are looking for something more, somebody that they can actually connect with on a deeper level. Or they're just looking for sex. And women won't fuck this guy because he's a chauvinistic piece of shit.
I'm disgusted with myself.
And it's his fault.
I saw this fine man walking into the post office, and I knew he was fine. I knew he was.
Okay.
Let him go in there. I was a few steps behind him. He didn't see me. I walked in there. He see me. He double checked like 6 times. Okay. I was just doing my best to not make eye contact. We walk outside, and he got a nice car. Why, Lord? Why ain't say nothing? He's still at the light. Why ain't say nothing? Why?
You can clearly see that she's exaggerating this to be funny again and not taking this like as a serious thing about why she's single and expecting a man just to walk up to her and shit. Like, she's self-aware about the situation. You could tell about the faces she was making. Don't get me wrong, I'm very stoic. I don't find comedy like this very funny. But I know when somebody is trying to be funny when I see it.
Why we both just pulled up to the UPS store? It so looks like I'm following him. Like, it's bad how bad it looks like I'm following him. Okay, things just escalated super quick. As I left USPS, I had to go to UPS.
But the whole time she's lying just to make a comedy video to be funny. And he's taking this like super uber duper serious. But it turns out she only saw the guy once and all this shit at the UPS store just like didn't happen. That'd be really funny.
and we both were stuck at the light, but I was 2 cars behind him in the lane next to him. So it felt like he was waiting on me, but that's just the universe, right? So as he goes through the light, I go through the light. We both pull in to the UPS parking lot. I park right next to him.
Before she goes on her story, just real quick, ladies, cut us a break, all right? If you see us looking and you like back, give us the choosing signals back. What she said? I refuse to make eye contact. Why make it difficult? If you find them right, like why? Why? Doesn't make sense to me. Why?
This is
All
the
right?
one
In
thing.
state of the
This is the one thing out of the 3 videos that I've watched that's not bullshit. Like, it's okay to go up to a man and tell him, "Hey, how's your day going?" or something like that. Some men might be intimidated, and that man probably wasn't for the man for you anyway, because he's a little pussy. But if you see a man that you like and you wanna go up and talk to him, it's fine. Most men that are actual men don't mind being approached and spoken to. We're human. And we don't know sometimes if a woman really likes us or not, and we don't be wanting to waste her time. And it's good to just know, like, yeah, she really does like me because she approached me first.
union of the Me Too and all of that shit right now.
Oh man, never fucking mind. He he fucked it up really quick, bro. He brought like a movement about sexual harassment and exploitation into something about approaching people and stuff like that. Me Too and like the things it talks about has nothing to do with this. Just if you see somebody that you like, ladies, it's okay to go talk to them. Don't listen to this motherfucker. Me Too is a good thing. And the only people that don't like movements like Me Too and shit like that are probably potential pedophiles and rapists, or somebody that will exploit women economically to take advantage of them or some shit. And movements like that just make him really fucking nervous.
Give us the choosing signals. Just look back for a second and smile. That's it. That's it. That's all I need. I'm like, okay, the likelihood of embarrassment is gone down significantly. So let me go over there and see what's good. All right. But
Just hope she don't see your videos.
Notice what she also said. And he's got a nice car. Okay. This is not the type that you want. The ones that qualify you based off of a luxury item. You don't want these ones.
Everybody do this. Both males and females do this shit where they qualify people based off what they got. Because I know you the same type of motherfucker that will go on 30-minute rats. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't like dating girls with kids. But I just say it like, I don't like dating girls with kids. But you the type of motherfucker that make a 30-minute videos about women fucking, chats and, hoods and shit, and wanting beta males to take care of their kids. So don't give me this shit just because a woman has a preference or she just liked this car. That's all it is on this one. So everything I said is fucking irrelevant. She liked this car, so what? Deal with it. She simply just liked the fucking car. Like, it's nothing else to talk about.
Okay? It will drive you up the wall and be the first one to leave should you run into financial hardship, and be requiring things for you in their life based off of their perceived value of what it is that they look like, based off of the echo chambers and the materialistic.
This is something that's more your fault. Don't get me wrong, it's women that do live their lives like that, but they are completely, usually quite upfront and completely avoidable. But instead, people like you date them anyway, thinking that you're going to get a sex worker to fall in love with you. And then when it doesn't work, you bitch about it and you make videos like this. You could just choose to, I don't know, not talk to those type of women and find a woman that actually likes you to begin with. But I know that's really difficult for somebody like you when you're a chauvinistic piece of shit who makes 20-30-minute videos about how women ain't supposed to be humans.
The consumeristic culture that is placed down in Western civilization.
Thanks capitalism and a disenfranchisement of women that we won't talk about ever. The fact that women weren't allowed to have bank accounts. The fact that women are taught not to pursue college education or a higher employment. The fact that at one point in time, unions didn't allow women to join and shit like that. Let's not talk about the fact that women still have a fucking hard time, in certain industries and fields like, in auto mechanics, engineering, and like science and shit, because motherfuckers like you stereotype women as being not as smart as men. So, yeah.
Let's go on.
I'm like, oh my God. So of course, as I hop out the car, he walks straight up to my car.
Okay.
He's like, ma'am, I am so sorry. You are so gorgeous.
Don't apologize.
Just like, I'm flustered at this point. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm good. He's like, no, I would love to take. He's like, what are you shipping off? What a fucking question, my nigga. Like, you don't know me. I could be shipping off drugs for all you know.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Stop making that face. It's a joke. It's a joke. She's joking. She's joking, dude. This probably didn't even happen. You don't even know if it really happened or not. She could be making a video just to be fucking funny, and none of this could happen. This could be all made up, and you bitching about nothing.
But I'm like, shit.
What?
He's like, well, you know I work for FedEx, so like I can help you out. It could be cheaper. I was like, I wanted to be like, that's not a flex. That's not what I wanted to hear. Baby, tell me you sell drugs. That's
I mean, she's uninformed. Nah, I'm not gonna go in with it. She's playing.
what I want to hear.
She's playing.
So what you think
Obviously,
I do?
she's fucking playing.
He was like, well, can I have your number?
It's a female comedian. She's playing. Are you kidding me, bro? You taking that serious?
Would love to get to know you. I was like, I'm sorry, sir, because mind you, we're over here by USF, like in a college area. You gotta ask.
University of
He's driving
South Florida.
a fucking Charger. Like, no, nothing against Chargers, but that comes off very much so like I'm in college. Okay. He was like, I'm 31. He got offended. He's like, I'm 31. I was like, nigga, I'm 33. I was just asking. I gotta ask, you know. Now he got his homeboy next to us in the dome, sitting on 24s, jacked up.
And that's impressive to her.
Shipping off drugs for him. Like, gotta be. That's all I'm thinking in my head. I'm a Florida girl. Like, this shit. Anyways, I
Oh
know
my
how this
God.
go. And he was just like, well, can I take you out to dinner or something? I was like, I got kids. He was like, that's fine. Like, it's okay. It's really nice to meet you. I was like, take my number, man. Get out my face. Moral of the story.
She
Before
gave
you
him
get
his
to
number.
ridiculous-
She gave him her number. Shut the fuck up. She gave him her number. Shut up. There's no reason for you to say anything else in this video. There's no reason. And they probably went out on a nice date. If this really happened. You don't know if this is just a comedy sketch or not. So you can stop bitching. Please, bro. Please don't start bitching. She was playing. She's telling life stories and making it comedic and exaggerating things. And probably saying stuff that really didn't even happen. So, can you not? It's not that serious, man. And that should be the end of discussion on this. But unfortunately, he about to fix his mouth to say some more shit about why women are like animals or something like that.
Moral. The man, she was.
They went out together. Keep that in mind.
Jesus. Just notice
And she exaggerating it for a comedic TikTok video.
think about the logic path that
She's playing.
goes down and she
She's
explains
playing.
the story. First,
She's
she was
playing. She's telling a joke. What is wrong with you, dog? Like, you don't know when somebody is joking or not? Are you like socially inept? Or are you are you one of those self-aware pieces of shit that knows that people aren't going to think about what's being said in this video and stuff like that? Despite all the exaggerated and funny, and like, you know, funny, because, you know, wasn't all that funny to me, I admit. But maybe because she's a woman. No, I ain't going to get in on it. But for real. Out of all the shit she told, she just told you that she wound up going out with the guy. So there's no reason for you to still be bitching.
was impressed by the car. Then she negged him because they were by USF and he's driving a Charger, which
Making jokes, playing. Women do that all the fucking time. Women will literally call you ugly and they can think you the finest dude on earth. She was playing around.
screams
And creating conversation.
college age. So then he tells her the age.
Because it's a fucking muscle car. Yes. Like most older men that are in their 30s get like sedans and shit like that, or trucks. And it's a lot of young men that get muscle cars or sports cars.
And not only that, but she's older than him, but he still pursues her in the conversation. But notice how she perked up when she talked about his boy that was riding on 24s. Just like
was playing. She literally told a joke about the dude being a drug dealer and how she would rather been with him. And then she ended talking about this with the fact that she went out with the original guy that she kept running into anyway. So what is your point?
I mentioned earlier, this is the one that will see an upgrade to you from a money perspective and then move off. You might as well tell me that.
That didn't happen. She got the same... She told a joke about the dude's, like, you know, jacked up car, and then still wind up going out with the same guy anyway. So what are you talking about? She was joking. Are you like that socially inept? See, sometimes I be thinking I'm like behind and stuff like that when it come to finding like a girlfriend, but like I'm not this stupid or malicious.
I'm selling drugs, and that's what made her viscous innards more supple, juicy,
She's
and moist.
playing. She was playing.
Yeah. Oh, and you have kids as well, and you still pursued that conversation.
Dude, it don't matter. People with kids sometimes.
I don't know how to talk to people. I lead with my children and I lead with my age. Like, I'm obviously trying to scare anybody away. And also,
damage.
Gorgeous! With Crocs on, ain't nothing about me gorgeous right now. You lucky I brushed my teeth. Like, because that's all I did today. I ain't brushed my teeth.
Nah, that was funny.
I know I mentioned his homeboy that was sitting on 24s. I mentioned him because...
Oh, that's the end of the TikTok? Or does it go on? Oh, you call it out right there. You don't know how to date. And on top of that, no matter what you look like, your resume, you are older, you have kids, and you're a gold digger. What man in his right, correct,
man, this
mind
dude is fucking crazy, bro.
Oh
my god,
the inside.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, damn, I never seen somebody, bro. And I've literally hung out with like some of the most flamboyant gay motherfuckers on the planet. I have never in my life seen somebody that hates women this much. Where you take an exaggerated comedy TikTok video made by a relatively attractive woman, I gotta even say, and you turn all this joking and shit and a good ending and self-deprecating humor into her not being shit some way or another. Wow. And then you end the video really serious. See, she has kids, she's old, and she's a gold digger. You don't know what this woman fucking has. She obviously has a house and her own car and some source of income already. So she's already making things work. So I don't know, like, what are you saying? Like, she's a gold digger when she already has her own stuff. And how do you know what the fuck the other guy has? Jesus, man. Like, oh my god, bro. Like, the amount of just, like, it's malicious stupidity. Because this is a grift. Again, this guy doesn't care about solving any problems or helping people, you know, find a girlfriend or self-improve. He cares about selling anti-feminist, neo-fascist talking points to young people so they keep coming back to his channel and shit like that. And the worst effect that this shit has, and I guess this series of videos about him can be considered anti-fascist content, is it gets men in the mind, especially black men in the mind, of right-wing talking points in black conservatism, which we don't fucking need. Where you watch a woman's comedy skit and you just, like, your brain fucking explodes. And it's like I said, like, some of the stuff she's saying was funny. I'll take it back. And you can be stoic about it, like I am. Because I don't really think people are funny when they do these exaggerated TikToks, okay? But she's telling jokes. And wind up going out with the guy anyway. And it doesn't fucking matter. And not to mention the fact it's good that she does leave with her kid. Because, like, I know you the type of bitch ass nigga that if she was to hide the fact that she had kids, you would be like, she's hiding something from her. See, that's why you can't trust women. It's because she's hiding the fact that she has kids. And do all them little bitch ass hand movements you do, dude. Please let me get this over with so I can go to sleep.
So you panning away and taking a look at you. Listen, mama, that's gonna only last but a couple of more years. And then after that, what will you have? I need to go put some more money.
What happened? You the type of motherfucker that say women hit the ceiling at 30, but she manages to still look good after 30. It's women that are in their 40s and 50s that still look good. So, like, I don't understand what you're saying, because if she's dieting, exercising, you know, not drinking a lot, and taking care of her physical health, not smoking cigarettes, and, you know, she can look good to up to 60 years old and not lose her hair or nothing. It's all about if somebody takes care of their health, not about how old they are. And it's not about gender either. Because it's women that, like I said, that are 35, 40 and so, that still look really good. And you got a lot of people in their early 20s that look worn the fuck out from whatever bad health decisions that they making. So, like, this nonsense about she's about to hit the ceiling, there is no fucking ceiling. It's a reason why she's going on a date. She got approached. And then, what do you expect when you get married? You think that if you married to a woman 15, 20 years, she's still going to look the same as when you married her in her 20s or 30s? It's ridiculous, man. Like,
money in some damn pet stock after seeing videos like this. Because if this is not a future cat lady, then I don't know what is. What will happen inevitably, because she's a single mother right now, is either she'll buy...
This woman is fine as hell. It's not like this. This is not. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like, look at her. And this is me. I never compliment women. Look at her. She will never have trouble getting a man. Even when she gets a little older, she won't have any trouble. She doesn't have trouble even after having all those kids. Shit, I would do it. I'm 27. I'm younger than her. I don't got no experience being with kids, and I would date this chick. Maybe. I'll say, well, that's probably her on-camera personality, so I couldn't say that. But the only thing about it, we might not have a lot in common, but looks-wise, this girl, she's fire, bro. Like, you preaching to a choir that got in headphones.
More cats or make more babies in order to substantiate a fulfilling life for her going into the future, because her relationship and understanding the opposite sex and the things to do in order to lead a disciplined, consistent, and happy life into the future is non-existent. I pray for you.
What if the man, or the man that's the father of her children, was abusive? And they was together for a while. Let's say, for instance, 'cause I don't know this chick. She's 33. What if she got married at 27? Had some kids, but then at 32, the relationship started to break down. And a man started to have, like, let's say, drinking addiction, and was physically and mentally abusive. And she got out of it with her kids, still alive. What if that's what happened? Like, this bullshit about, you know, oh, she's toxic, that's just why it didn't work out, it's all the woman's fault. That's really fucked up and insensitive, because you don't know what somebody is, like, actually going through. And I'm not saying, like, you know, you gotta date people with kids, but it's just like taking into consideration about why relationships end. Relationships just don't end for no reason. It's always something else going on in the background.
Your mama. But therapy.
Whether it's caused by the man or the woman. Because women can be abusive. It's women out there that are bitchy, you know, nihilistic, you know, that have high expectations and shit like that. That are mad because their man likes a certain thing, or do this, that, or other, or hang out with this person. It's women out there that are abusive like that. Don't get me wrong, but men can damn sure be abusive too. and I'm talking about of any race and shit, in any age demographic. It's abusive men out there. And every time it's a woman with kids, it's not because she got kicked to the curb because she ain't shit. It could be because that guy was fucking abusive and the woman managed to get away from him.
Will probably do you a lot of good first. This is weird. This is why I don't have a boyfriend. What is this? Boy, I think I like you. Me.
It's a comedy sketch.
Oh. Boy, do you like me back? Me. Leaves on deliver. I found out why I don't have a boyfriend. Okay, this is someone different.
What if the guy, right? Alright, no, like roll with me on this. What if the guy she didn't respond to was a neck-bearded right-wing incel with a jacked-up hairline? That sold white supremacist talking points to unsuspecting black men. And she saw like this guy's videos and she just left him on red. And damn, she wonders why she don't have a boyfriend.
What do you look like? Sans pic. I'm so ugly. Not even what? Not even lying. When he leaves me on the liver for more than 5 minutes, there is no sound. I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. Also me. When I need something to hang something.
It's a
when
joke.
I can't open the jar. When I'm bored. When I have tech issues.
It's a
when I
joke.
have a tummy ache.
What
you want me to do for
it's
a tummy
joke.
ache?
It's a joke. Get a
Get from around me.
Tums. The fuck?
Some
Rubber
reasons
stomach.
why I don't have a boyfriend. Good bone structure.
Some alpha man.
How I am on social media. My daddy
Did you
issues.
say because she was white?
My expectations. What I send him.
Come on, now that was just funny.
Are those all her? That looks like her. Those look like Topanga.
Probably
That's not
Photoshop
her.
memes, but it's okay because it's just
I
a
guess.
joking.
All right, guys, that's
TikTok.
actually the end of the reaction. Did you guys enjoy yourself here today? I know that I did. You didn't agree or you agree with the things that I said, leave them down in the comment box down below. Make sure you guys...
Oh, I did not disagree with any of the shit that he was saying in his video. It's like I said, don't listen to these right-wing grifting pieces of shit. They're hacks that only care about making money and not solving problems to make your life any better. So if you want to find an actual woman or girlfriend or something like that, what you want to do is you find somebody that that loves you for you, that lets you be yourself, that has similarities to you, and make sure that you're trying to be progressive in life and take care of your hygiene, and you'll find a woman sooner or later. But all this bullshit about women not staying in a place, women expecting too much, and all women are gold diggers, and women not facing any fucking problems and shit like that, pretending like women don't have to deal with abuse or anything like that, will keep you the furthest thing away from having a girlfriend. And I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired. Maybe I will go over some more of this guy's videos because he's really smooth fucking brained and easy to make fun of.